My name is Jess Rice. I'm an artist and an instructor, and beginning students are my specialty. I like to create a safe place for students to create. I've had so many students tell me about a teacher that told them that they could not paint back in the day, and I just think that's the worst thing you can tell a student and crush their creativity. We all need a creative outlet. And these are people who, this is 60 years later, and they're still feeling that pain. And I want to get them past that in my watercolor classes. I really want to help them feel secure about their paintings and let them realize that it's a learning process. You don't just paint a beautiful painting on your first painting. It takes time and practice. I grew up on a ranch in Montana. I have one brother. As we were growing up, my mom was also an artist and would come to our one-room schoolhouse and paint once a week with us. And I loved going out and painting with her plein air. We'd go out and paint all sorts of battlefields, lakes, and streams. She would always take us along. And that's where my love of watercolors really came from. I learned I was colorblind when a teacher pointed out that I was painting my tree trunks green and my leaves brown. So I realized that I wasn't seeing color like everybody else was. So my mom came up with a nice system for me to use. She would just use a red, blue, and a yellow, and you can mix any colors from those. And it's actually easier for me to keep my colors straight. I know what colors I'm going to get by mixing red and yellow together, blue and yellow together, or blue and red together. I know what I'm going to make. I can't necessarily see those colors or differentiate between a green and a brown, but I know what I'm getting when I mix those colors together by using a very limited palette. It definitely shows in my art. And I think it makes my art a little bit different than other people's art. And one of the advantages to being colorblind, I'm finding out over time, is that I see value better. I can differentiate between a lighter and a darker color and how they sit next to each other. And so I don't worry about my colors so much. I don't focus on my colors and worry that I'm matching my subject matter. I'm not trying to paint a photorealistic painting. I have a little bit more color in my paintings. I kind of let go of matching colors so much, and I focus more on the values. I love painting roosters, and as I'm painting them, some personality will always appear. It's generally a high school coach, or an old boss, or somebody from my past. This is Neil, an old math teacher from high school. My goal when teaching students is for them to leave with a successful painting. And I really want people to succeed with watercolors. I've had such a joy painting watercolors, and it's made such an impact on my life that I really enjoy seeing people start to get watercolors over time. There's nothing like watching a student get to that aha moment when they finally do enough watercolors that they finally start getting how they start to work. One of the nicest compliments I always get is when students leave the classroom, they always say, "Thank you so much for creating a safe place for me to paint in." And I think that's very important for students. We're all very fearful of people critiquing our work, criticizing our work, and our whole ego is into our paintings. We're giving everything we can when we paint a painting, and it's really a piece of you on that piece of paper. So I'm really pleased that students feel comfortable in my classes and they feel like it is a safe place to paint.